Hello and welcome to all you Leos. This is your monthly horoscope for May of 2020. Welcome you all you Leos from around the world. Isn't this a very strange, surrealistic times, right? And I hope you are well. I hope you are healthy and safe. And I also hope that I can give you precise, concise, not too long video of what is the most important energy going on during the month of May in general for the Leos. Take what resonates, because these are not individual horoscopes but general ones. So let's have a look at what May actually for the Leos. It's very nice energy during the month of May for sure, because it's a lot of emphasis on Gemini. And I will be talking about the North Node shifting into Gemini, and I will be talking about Venus retrograde in Gemini and squaring to Neptune. Only these two things I'm going to mention, because there's also a new moon again in Gemini. And Gemini is a sign that goes well with Leo. So this is very positive energy, and it's in an area of your life, the 11th house, which is one of the most enjoyable houses. It's the house of friendships, and it's the house of your goals for the future. It's a very future oriented house and a very uplifting house as well. And don't we all need a little bit of uplifting energy? Now, first of all, let's talk about the North Node shifting into Gemini. What does it mean? This is not only for May. It starts at the very beginning of the month, around the 5th to 6th of the month. The North Node shifts into your 11th house, and it stays there for many months. So certainly the whole of this year. And the North Node always, it's like a finger pointing towards, that's what you need to do, Leo. That is your emphasis. The opposite sign, where the South Node is, that's a bit more like, you don't need to do that anymore. You already know that. Okay, this is already a talent. Let's focus a little bit more on the North Node. So what is the focus for the Leos? Not only for this month, but for the rest of the year. It's objectives. It's getting the most out of good friendships. And it's also to the future and hope. Now, if you have your own business, this is also a financial house. So it's for those of you who have their own businesses, this is good. This is really good, having the North Node in the 11th house. So let's break this down. On a very mundane level, this could mean that not only now, but during this year, you will have new friendships. And it's good to the North Node is like where it is, it's like the universe saying, put a bit more energy there. You will get the most growth out of that. So it's about you getting along with friends, getting, like-minded people who are in the same, I would say on the same wavelength. You will really open up because of doing that. It could also mean the internet. So maybe you have your own business and you could really start now something with the internet, whether it is a YouTube channel, whether it is a blog or whatever, and you can be really successful at it, especially starting up the end of June. And why is that? Because Venus goes backwards and forwards in this house. So that means that when Venus goes direct again, which is at the end of June, you will see the results. So there could be indeed, there could be for those of you who have your own company, the revenues, the income is going down with Venus going backwards there. But again, after Venus goes direct at the end of June, it improves, and it can be even better than before when you make some changes and you readjust yourself. So for those of you who are having their own businesses, it's now a good time to readjust, to change your website, for instance, or to change something, to connect with others through the internet. For your business, a very good time. And yes, you will only see the results starting from the end of June, but in the meantime, You need to work on that. Very good. It's very good to attract public with Venus in the 11th house. It's fantastic, actually. And so when you want to do something that is connected to internet, connected to other people, connected to the public, wow, very good. But first it can seem as you have to put more effort in and nothing comes out. The output comes at the end of June. For those of you who don't have their own businesses, and this could have to do with aspirations for the future. And aspirations, I mean goals for the futures. Reassessing your goals for the future and implementing them again at the end of June. So, but this Venus squares to Neptune. So one caution is here, and that has to do with money, with resources of other people. So if you're going to share, and it's not a good time basically to, the whole month of May, that is, the whole month of May is not a good month to share your resources with other people or to invest in anything. Why? Because Neptune is here. Venus squares up to Neptune, and it's really not the best time to do so. So actually, if you want to invest with other people, so business partner or whatever, I really would, of course, you do your own thing. These are general horoscopes. But I would recommend not doing it even before the end of July, because Venus is again gonna bump up into Neptune. There's something that you don't know, that you don't see, consciously or unconsciously, on purpose or not. And so if you can wait, I would suggest that you do wait. And for others, that has to do with friendships. There might be a friendship that becomes even more interesting. You know, when you are single, for instance, with the Venus and squaring up to the Neptune, it could mean that a friend becomes a bit more intimate, but there's a lot of idealism here and a lot of fantasy going on. So again, I would recommend to really do the things that you need to do after this Venus is away from Neptune, which is at the end of July and the beginning of August. So yes, if you are single, a friend can become more, for sure, but be alert and observe rather than acting on it too quickly. So, but definitely when it comes to love, it can be very enjoyable with Venus in your 11th house. It's very social as well. I know a lot of people, when they have put comments on the April horoscopes, you're talking about being very social, but we can be very social in these times as well by you know, through the internet or finding those means. And but of course it's not the same. It's not the same, but it's an alternative. So I think on that level that you won't have a lot of you know, that there is, if you're feeling now a bit alone and with not many people, this is improving. Not connecting with many people, this is improving for you. When you are single, watch out for the romance, that it could become something more, but don't expect too much. Don't idealize too much. It's only then that you will get into trouble, basically. When it comes for work, there could be some new aspirations that you're having, but again, you will see the first glimpse of those goals around the end of June, to implement new things that you want to do that consider work, so to speak. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's basically it. You will have Mars in Pisces at the midst of the month and onwards. So for you, that means actually that there will be a lot of energy as well going on for you that considers delving into your own psyche and battling your fears, so to speak. But that is also a bit more for the month after May, which is June. Having said that, I wish you all the best. Dear Leos, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.